Fighter Monday!
Hello, my fellow basement dwellers. How's it going, everybody? Royalty free-for-all. We gotta use... We use every part of the animal. Yo, how's it going, everybody? Super Guardian. Cheers, friends. Hope Monday's treating you well. It is one of those, yo, first day of autumn. Hey, fall back, everybody. No, not quite yet, right? Did we fall back? No. But we're getting into it, man. Sometimes, honestly, every day feels a bit like the first day of autism for me, because I'm like, I don't have a diagnosis, but every now and again I identify strongly with my autistic friends. So... Hey, you just noticed that I placed the fighting jokes, Shinku. Thank you. Yo, it's the small things sometimes, man. Like, for me as an editor, it's funny, like, I can spend hours, just like fine-tuning those little subtle details that make me very happy, but that I don't think most people notice, right? But when they do, it makes me such a happy camper. Oh, misshapen cut. But I have to not look in my cutlery drawer. It's kind of, yeah, I feel ya. But yo, we are in it for another Niche Fighter Monday. We did some 2XKO last week for Not So Niche Fighter Monday. I think I might hop into it a little later on today. I've been enjoying / getting extremely frustrated with 2XKO, as is the way versus and hyper fighters tend to be. So, yo, Skirkle, Circle, what's up? Skirkle, okay, we were just talking, maybe I might have a little bit of the ADHD autism, and I also might have a little bit of the dyslexia. Every time I read Skirkle Circle, and I'm like, I know that's not right. Yo, what's up? Welcome. Have I considered? I have been known to enjoy, during my downtime, my personal time, I've been known to enjoy some Big Bang Beat Revolve. Man, it is a banger of a game, I gotta say. Big Banger Beat Revolve. Yo, oh, absolutely. I expect nothing less. We all gotta shill our favorite thing, man. That's how it works. Honestly, sometimes, like, a lot. I am forever grateful to the folks in the digital basement who are like, yo, MKL, have you heard of, right? Because I think I've heard of a lot of these things, and then every now and again, people, well, actually more than every now and again, regularly, folks in the community are like, hey, you need to check this out, right? So it's important to do that. One of them today, right? We're going to be checking out Royalty Free for All, but Garrison Archangel is a like customizable mecha arena fighter that Super HC introduced me to, right? And I would not have caught these. So shoutouts to everyone in the digital basement who's always has like an eye out and an ear to the ground for cool fighting games. Yo, yes. And this was initially I was like, hey guys, let's talk about Royalty Free for All so this awesome like group of developers and artists can make their game. It's a lovely man, it's a delightful idea. For those who don't know, Royalty Free for All is a platform fighter using public domain and royalty-free characters and music and art, and it is such a cool idea. I've spent the last couple years wondering why there is such fertile, like, core material that you can build off of and really make like interesting games and interesting art. Like, why haven't people been using royalty-free and public domain stuff more to do their work? And having like a fighting game just explicitly be like, guy, that's the shtick, just makes me so happy, right? Really cool concept, really great art, and we're gonna dig into it. I've played a little bit of this game, don't get me wrong. It was at the Evo Indie Showcase this year, and but we're gonna dig into it and like see. I mean, it's I don't want to call it a simplified platform fighter, but it's definitely streamlined in some ways that I think appeal to me as someone who kind of doesn't get all of the nuances in platform fighters, but enjoys the kind of game. So I think it allows me a little bit easier access. I think it'll be interesting to see what the platform fighter folks think about it. But we're gonna dig in a little bit. Shilling to me works. It's true. I did play Chaos Code. KO was on me about Phantom Omnia, or yes, that's the one. Phantom Omnia. Phantom Breakers Omnia. Yes, Phantom Breakers. There you go. There you go. There you go. 9 billion fighting games in my brain. Yes, Warthog, yes. Savage Rain is, yeah, it's a Kazuna Encounter's predecessor. Yes, I know, like, I've read about it. That is one of those games that I've read about, I've seen it, but I have not played it myself. I love me some Kazuna Encounter. That would actually, yeah, that's a good one. I would like to actually see what Savage Rain is about. Yo, Joe P, what's up? Yeah, you going on Tubi every week or so and look up what's new in the public domain, you know, space. Yeah, seen awful horror movies. Oh, there are so many bad, especially now. Yeah, like the modern stuff that gets built out. Like, yo, it's not all great. Don't get me wrong. It's not all great, but it is fertile ground, and I think that's the whole point. I mean, of right, like, look, as a creator, I understand that copyright protection is important. I should be able to make my living off of it without someone else poaching my stuff, right? But the whole point of copyright expiring is that it's for the good of the art, for this stuff to get filtered back into the creative process of future generations, right? This is something we talk about regularly here about fighting games, right? Where it's like the critical reassessment of the past, like developers today looking at games that were made 20 years ago and saying, what have we learned in 20 years and how do we re-implement that in an interesting and new way, right? And it's like we have received and we have been like blessed with so many cool games because of that, right? And that's why the public domain and things should go back into the public domain. That is a public good, right? So yeah, man, it's important. And as a result, we're gonna get a lot of Garbo, and we're gonna get some really amazing stuff as well. What's up, Hayama? Yeah, shout outs to Kazuna Encounter for being awesome. No, Kazuna Encounter doesn't have it. Yes, there you go. I was saying that it does have the neat tag battle system, which is it's quite a unique take on the tag system as well, right? Excellent. Yo, surviving. No, Fuka Tyson, I don't think I've come across that one. Resources are non-existent. That's always fun. I need to do this. So I have my own like personal 2D fighter maker archive of games that I have been building up over the last few years. And right, like we've been going and playing a ton of them on stream here and like learning about them and talking about them. But I think that is core resources, right? Like That is the thing that I want. Like, I don't need a full guide. I don't need the full FAQ, man. I don't need the wiki. I need base level of what are the buttons, what are the core, like, unique mechanics of the game, and special moves, right? And if you give me those things, then I can make a run at like figuring out the rest of the game, right? But like, yeah, I think that is kind of like, if I wanted a like a starter pack for a lot of these niche fighters, that is what it would be. And I should really go through and do that, because like, I think we have sussed out, between translating the limited resources we have and playing enough of them, that we have kind of sussed these things out. So having that as just a core base level of here, now people can actually know what the hell's going on. Oh, Hayama, I have not had a chance to sit down with the VOD yet. I wasn't able to tune in live to your Daybreak Slam stream, but I'm gonna have to sit down and check out the VOD later on tonight. I'm super interested in that. Yo, big shoutouts to Hayama and the crew over there, who they did a stream and they were taking a look at A1 Games' new fighting game Daybreak Slam. So go check it out. If you want to, feel free to drop a link to the VOD if you'd like to, Hayama. That is just, yeah, big shoutouts. We need more people in more places doing this kind of stuff and bringing attention to these games, so. I know, yeah, Circle. I know where to go when I need the Air Dasher recommendation for sure. And yeah, Hayama, you can just drop it in chat. You shouldn't be blocked. Torball, what's up? Welcome, friends. We're just chatting cool indie fighting game stuff right now. Yeah, a lot of cool recommendations floating around. We have music from Royalty Free for All in the background. Hayama's just been covering an upcoming fighting game, Daybreak Slam. Some really cool stuff going on. Yeah, there's been playtests for Scramble Heart City going on. A lot of cool stuff happening in the indie fighting game scene right now. So. Oh, the basement interpretation of indie fighters. Hey, I was probably foolish enough to try to make a basement interpretation of fighting games. I don't think I'm qualified to tackle the indie definition. Though I gotta say, I would love to have a chat with some indie developers, because like I said, I use the term, but I can't even define it at this point. And I think that, yeah, there should be I think there's a good conversation to be had around figuring out, you know, like what an appropriate term is for folks who are largely solo developers or hobbyists and aren't making commercial products, right? Yeah, that's a conversation for sure. But I think if you try to define indie, the pitchfork is going to come out. Yeah, Joe, and so, this is, I mean, I will, okay, I don't know if I've actually said this, but I will take credit. I will take credit for like, two things in the fighting game community. And one is the use of the word niche. And that is, I think, there's been a shift in the last several years where people have moved away from terms like kusoge and terms like, poverty fighter and stuff like that, and have moved towards niche, because I think it's a much better and much more all-encompassing thing. And I will take credit for that push, and I will also take credit for now that people know how to fucking pronounce the word niche. Like, I've spent like my entire life just like bristling when people talk about niche fighters, right? And the fact that I've started using this term, and I think people have just been like, oh, that's how you say it? Oh shit. But no, and then that's so funny. No, it is true. And then I pronounce it eroge, not eroge, right? Or eroge, like kusoge. So, I mean, not to say that I am like pronouncing things correctly, but I mean, pronouncing eroge as a French loanword, I think is just, it lends it a touch of class. Right, but yeah, no, it's a way better than those old terms, and does encompass things, right? Like, look, like indie doesn't make sense because like there are a lot, like Street Fighter the movie is not indie, right? Street Fighter EX is not indie, but it is certainly niche, right? And then it can like accommodate changes over time, right? So like, I mean, at this point, you could almost argue that some games that were mainstream games, like the older Street Fighters, right? Like, is Street Fighter 3 a mainstream fighter or is it a niche fighter, right? Is Super Turbo or Hyper Fighting, are they niche, right? In some respects, yeah. But it's like a term that can that can accommodate those kind of changes in a way that I think poverty and kusoge and indie cannot account for the kind of umbrella that I think we all really appreciate. Say niche. I almost approve of niche more than niche. Yes, it's niche. I mean, I'm sorry. Like I said, I spent years that. Oh man. Yo, also very true, Joe. Like, indie was hard to say back when arcades were around because we thought every game that had an arcade game was a big budget in AAA. And then you think back and you look at the numbers and like how many of those arcade games had 10,000 units released worldwide over the span of 5 years, right? Like, that is like what would have sold gangbusters in arcades is really a small, relatively small bar to pass when you think of titles sold. But it's a completely different market. Like, you're selling to arcade operators who are making money off of coin op. You're not selling to the end user for a smaller price, right? So like, it's so twisted. But you're right. Like, it was like we didn't know. Boy, were we wrong. Yeah. Well then, and then yeah, Hayama, that's the other side of it, right? Is that people look at, like, the wider world looks at video games and sees fighting games, and that is the niche, right? So it's like, we are a niche of a niche, right? And that's kind of the reality of it, right? But I think, yeah, it's always important to kind of try to put that in the context of the wider gaming community, right? And it's, people oftentimes, like in the FGC, I see this sentiment come up, like, why is Mortal Kombat so successful? It makes no sense. And it's like, honestly, it's because it appeals to the people who play video games, not fighting game. So you have a bunch of people who are just into Grand Theft Auto and Call of Duty and Mortal Kombat, right? They're not here for the FGC, and that game appeals to them and the FGC, and so it does gangbusters every time it releases a title. And yes, super, yes. I had made that point once before. I'm like, why is this so complicated? Like, it's niche, it's pronounced like quiche, and then someone rightfully pointed out nobody knows how to pronounce quiche either. So, I mean, that one was on me. Oh yeah, it is the history of incredible technologies in Street Fighter the movie. I've read a couple retrospectives about that, about the game, the development of the game, about its reception post-release, about how Incredible Technologies ended up in a position to make a Street Fighter game, right? There's some really, really interesting history out there that has already been documented. But I would be interested to know, yeah, like, what kind of work for hire stuff did Incredible Technologies really do in order to prove their worth in that respect, right? Like, like tracking that specific line, I think, could be very interesting. And you're right, because a lot of developers have had that path in the past, right? There you go, Guardian. Sheesh with an N. That's way better. Jen, love me some kitsch. But that's the other problem. Then there's kitsch, as in like kitschy decor, right? Which is also an excellent word that people should incorporate into their vocabulary, but is not going to help things out. With an N, sheesh. I just love this community. Y'all are so delightful. All right, friends. Yo, it is Niche Fighter Monday. It is time for some royalty-free fighting games. Okay, so I cannot get out of full screen with this demo, unfortunately, which means... Let me bring up my chat. There are all my lovely people. Here we go. All right. Here, clear players. Let's go. So... Royalty free for all. We got, this is really cool. So we've got some extra characters here that I have not had a chance to play with, but I will say, just as a thing, right? So this game is currently has a Kickstarter going. I'm actually going to friends check out the Kickstarter. Also, give the game a wish list on Steam. There's a playtest that is available that you can play right now. And yeah, guys, support your indies if you can. But I just wanted to say, so because this is up on Kickstarter right now, I love how they show their stretch goals. So I don't think we can play these characters, right? But they show you. I love that they just include this on the screen where they're just like, look, if this gets funded, if we hit our stretch goals, we got Bigfoot Frankenstein and Dante from the Divine Comedy. Dante looks amazing. I would love to get my hands on this character, right? Oh, does Canada have anything interesting that can go into the public domain that would... I don't know... We have a lot of existing stuff, like a lot of the, we could probably have some old CBC stuff that would be really interesting. Oh my god, there, like, honestly, there could just be a Canadian-themed fighting game. Obviously, the bad guys would be the colonial state. Clearly, the bad guys are the colonial state, and, you know, indigenous resistance are the good guys. I fucking love this idea, man. Okay, we're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing anti-colonial Canada fighting. Right, but no, we've got, like, the whatever, what is it? The lumberjack, the Ballad of the Lumberjack. We've got a bunch of, early Canadian animation and music stuff that would go really well. I don't know how much of our children's, like, programming stuff is going into the public domain. I feel like a lot of that is being kept up. Yo, the Anne of Green Gables tag fighter is also something that I want. But okay, so we got Piglet, we got Lilith, we got Mother Goose. So unfortunately, yeah, we don't have access to Dante here, which I really want. But some cool characters, right? Dorothy. So we got the puppers. We got Nessie. Oliver Twist. This is Sakura is the like smiling lady yokai, right? Which I think is really interesting. Like we're pulling from some really interesting bits of like lore and mythology here. Wait, is Popeye Canadian? I didn't think so. All right, let's drop in a CPU. And then, okay, and then our stages, right? So, El Dorado, Old McDonald's Farm. We got the steamship, of course, right? Stonehenge. And then, look, they once again, really leaning into this is a Kickstarter demo. I think this is really smart on the part of 4A Games. To be like, look, you can get the Loch Ness stage, which will have music by David Wise, right? The Coal Mine with music by David Wise. 100 Acre Woods with music from Grant Kirkhope. Right? So, like, and this is really cool, man. Like, some of the stretch goals for this game are also really sweet. Like, they're working with some amazingly talented visual and audio artists to do some cool stuff, right? So, yeah, I don't know. Dropping all this stuff here is totally cool and makes a lot of sense. But let's try Big Rock Candy Mountain. So, the way that this works, right? So, familiar with Smash Brothers, we have here a light attack, which we can chain together, right? So, light. We also have a heavy attack, right? Which for her is a, right? On the ground here, it's this charge. You can charge it. All heavy attacks are chargeable. And so, right, light into heavy. And then we have a special attack. So, ooh, what is Sakura's? So everyone has these moves on not only the ground, but then in the air as well. So, right, she has light slash in the air. She has a heavy big slash, which air attacks are not chargeable. And then an air special, which is her your up B equivalent for Smash Brothers players. And then I like what they've done. So like when I said this game is kind of streamlined. So they have a shield button, right, with your roll. And so shield and roll is that if you shield and jump at the same time, you will wave dash, right? Which is cool. And then there's a dedicated short hop button. And you can turn on or off not only like tap to jump, but if you can aerial out of your short hop button, right? So for people who are like, hey, I struggle with the tap jump and the short hops and the tilts, you don't got to worry about that. And I really like having short hop, like just that put together. I don't know, just makes me happy. It works. It works for my fighting game brain. All right, so I want to see what her specials do here. Is it just a teleport? Oh, damn. All right, I got shot. Oh. Man, her jump strong heavy seems huge. It's slow, but it seems huge. Oh, okay, and she does have an up tilt. Interesting. Okay, so she does have a different aerial light. Don't think I've ever asked you this question. Do I like Smash Brothers? I very much like Smash Brothers. I think there was a period of time where I really got into fighting games, like especially Street Fighter, just with my cousins and stuff. And then I started playing... I just started playing other games, and I stopped playing fighting games. And I think Smash Brothers is one of the games that made me say, oh, right, I do like fighting games. And that encouraged me to go to the arcade and check out the newer Street Fighters that were coming out, right? So I've always really loved the Smash Brothers games. Now, competitive Smash, I've never quite vibed with. It wasn't until Smash 4 where you had the, like... I finally found, like, with Mega Man and with the way that particular system worked and the potential for different loadouts, I was really interested. And then I was eternally disappointed by the not using loadouts in a competitive format. So that made me sad. Yeah, Kiro, that's my question. Can I teleport into people for damage? That's what I want to check now. Yeah. Yo, there's sometimes you just need to smash a friend. Oh god, the allegory of the cave, really? Dude, they got some, like, they're pulling for some really interesting things. Okay, so I can teleport. Oh, okay, so... Oh! That was something. So I can control the direction that I go. There you go. Okay, yeah, and it does. It's like teleport, and it like basically, I don't know, maybe it acts like a grab. All right, so yeah, she does have tilts in the air. Does she have them on the ground? Ooh. Oh, okay. She has different light attack. She has a 3-hit string on her light, and she has different strings if you hold up or down. Okay, so she's got, all right. She's got some like nice built-in tools here. Some of the characters are much more, are much less combo focused and are much more like individual move focused, I guess. But I like this as a... Gotcha. And then, yeah, I guess at a high enough percent, you'd be able to combo off of that with an aerial normal. Yeah, and then spike them down. And then you want to go low on your AAA string for a low, strong hit that knocks them straight out. Okay. Oh, and you can hit them right, okay, right at the start, I guess. Oh, now I just want to see what the ghost does, man. It might not do anything. I don't know. It's hard to tell, right? Like, can I do any buttons out of it? No. Oh, cool. And, okay, so for her charge attack here, you can actually, you see her eyes move? That determines which direction you go in. Oh, you can go up as well? All right, so you can do a chase. Oh, that's super sick, man. She seems like one of the more combo-heavy focused characters that I've seen so far. Yeah, J. Cool saying everyone has different styles of combos, but Sakura does have straight-up strings. That's super dope. Also, yeah, this is made in Platform Fighter Engine, right? There are some technical wizards working on this game, my friends. Like, let me just say that right away. I don't know how much detail I can go into, but I can say that all roads lead to 2D Fighter Maker. So remember that one. Traditional fighter where his stun depends on your remaining health. Ah, that'd be interesting. Yo, any kind of weird spin on the like relationship between comboing and attacking and your resources is good in my books. You assume you can angle the tilt attacks too. Yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if it's just like up tilt, neutral, and down tilt, or if you have up forward and you can actually change the properties of those hitboxes specifically. But either way, in a game like this that is already kind of saying, okay, let's streamline things, to then give you even those kind of like 3-tier string options is actually kind of impressive. Gives you a lot of options. You wish the custom moves in Smash had been better implemented. Yeah, a bit nightmarish to unlock them and keep track. Not enlightening these for a time. Just another competitive Smash L. That was my feeling exactly, Warthog. It was very disappointing for me as a player who was like, I think that will be interesting competitively, for then it to be such a hassle to be able to access, and then even once you did, then having the competitive format say, no, we don't want to do that. It was just very disappointing, right? And so, hey, I'm down. Like, this is one of the things where when I spoke to the developers about this, I was like, hey, do you want to host a tournament at EVO? And they were like, yeah, absolutely, that'd be great. The thing is, our game's a free-for-all game. So how do we do a 1v1 finals? In a free-for-all game, what is the format gonna look like, right? And ultimately, we just did it, so we got to top 4, and we had that be our finals as determined in a longer set. But it was an interesting question, because they are very much like, this is not a 1v1 competitive game. You can do that. We're going to allow for it. We're going to accommodate players who want to play that way. But it's a free-for-all game. So it is multiple, like 2+ players in a free-for-all setting. So I love that. And I'm hopeful. One of the stretch goals for the game is actually items. And I'm hopeful that we will get items no matter what eventually, hopefully. And that they do embrace the items as much as they've embraced the free-for-all aspect in terms of how do we encourage competitive play with our game. Yeah, right, and absolutely. I wish other platform fighter communities would think about it that way. I will say that is one of the issues with having a game be so monolithic in a space, right? Like in platform fighters, Smash is a monolith, man. It is looming over everybody. It casts its shadow, and you have to live in it. So that's going to influence the kinds of games that get made in order to appeal to the audience that is largely there and living in that shadow. And we see that a little bit with like Street Fighter and Tekken in the like 2D fighting game and 3D fighting game world. I think traditional fighting games and FGC related stuff is a little bit less, suffers a little bit less from that. But yeah, that is kind of the reality. It's hard to pull away from some of that. And I think that's why there's going to be some resistance to mixed formats, duos, right? And singles playing together in 2x KO tournaments. From what I've seen so far, there is at least some interest in accommodating mixed formats, which I think is super important, and I hope to see that continue. Yeah, I'm hoping the stretch goal fighters happen, even though doubtful that I don't know if they're gonna get reached in this Kickstarter campaign, but hopefully this gets them into a position where they're able to, become successful enough to be able to keep working on the game and achieve those stretch goals. Even if it might be a little bit delayed. Yeah, there was a time the Smash community had absolutely no interest in playing anything other than platform fighter genre, or they think it was a genre at all. It's just Smash was the thing. Yeah, it is the being absorbed by Smash is a tough thing to escape, man. Like the gravity of that game and that franchise just, yeah, it sucks everyone in. You're one of those people who don't really care for items, but they're fun sometimes. No, and this is absolutely it. I just, yeah, I don't think anyone should be required to like items. I think the near universal rejection of them is sad. It's disappointing for me personally, right? But I feel you, right? Like, that might not be your preferred mode of play. And in fairness, like, when I mean, like, I say I love Smash, and I do love Smash, but also, for a long time, I played Smash 1v1, Final Destination, no items, you know, right? Like, that is true. That is how I played the game for a long time. So I like that mode as well. But I think we're missing something, especially in a genre like platform fighters, which inherently is so much more like it's a different win condition. I think making interesting play formats and play styles within the genre and like it is something that you can more easily do than in traditional fighting games. So to then see the community not embrace that is, like I said, disappointing, right? But yeah, I think items. I think there's a place for a game to say items free for all time, right? It's not whatever, you know, for stock no items. It's free for all time based, all items, right? Like that's cool too. Sweet, yeah, yo, let me check out a couple other characters, and then yeah, I'm gonna hop online. Why the heck not? All right, let's check out Mother Goose at Old McDonald's farm. Light, strong, and special attacks work on the ground and in the air. So yeah, that's how they kind of do their moveset, right? Is that you got light, special, and heavy, which are chargeable in the air. Oh, okay. And then our special attack is a slow laser. Hey, here we go. All right, and drill. See, so yeah, Mother Goose does not have different, right? You have right and left on your air light. And right and left on your air heavy. Right, same thing. So yeah, no different directions really on their aerials. But I love that, man. So you still have some like mobility after the honk. So you can like run in, honk, it's got a big hitbox, back up, chuck a feather, go for some pecs, and then there you go, heavy. Hey, quick fall light into light string. Oh, I could probably, yeah. I could probably just shoot them from here. Hey, I got. Can you hold laser? No, it seems to be the same. Oh, that's shield. You stick your head in the ground for shield? That's funny. Caught the roll. Yeah, so there are definitely some characters that are much more like, hey, look, if all you want to do is ABC and then throw out buttons in neutral and stuff, you can do that. But even her, right? Like, you can, like, using your air mobility to get multiple hits off of your jump light, right? And then you could quick fall and land. Right now, I'm trying to figure out what's a good way to get from your lights into either your specials, or heavies, right? But the answer might actually just be bigger hit stun and then like hop button and stuff like that. Because like, look, the knockback, even at 30%. Yo, Wednesday, what's up? Evening. Afternoon, as the case may be. That's cool. Mother Goose is pretty cool. Yeah, yeah. Favorite game developer, not necessarily favorite company. Fair enough. Yo. Not a geese joke like Heatwave. Surprisingly, not the Geese Howard reference we all love and appreciate. Yeah, some of my favorite people suck ass is a good t-shirt, actually. That's where the true test and the true challenge of separating art and artist comes into play. All right. Who do we, friends, let's take a little vote. Let's take a little vote in chat here. Who do you want to see? We want Lancelot, Nessie, we got Oliver, Piglet. Piglet's new. I think Piglet's freshly added. They weren't at Evo. Fuck him up with Piglet. All right. Oh, ooh. I did want to show folks, there are custom, whatchamacallit, custom settings, right? Control settings. First of all, I fucking love this legally distinct controller. This thing makes me, I want a plushie of this controller, guys. But yo, you can lay out your own options, right? But they have some pre-baked ones, royalty-free, so their own layout, a smashing layout for people who might appreciate it. You know, one that contains some rivalry for those who are familiar with rivalries. So yeah, if you come from a certain background, they're like, you will probably feel most at home with this, like controller layout. But I've made myself one. And yeah, but I think that's an excellent little touch. All right. Yeah, custom settings. Basically, yeah, to make it more familiar to folks of different backgrounds. All right, we got Piglet. Oh my god, you turn into a football? That is so cool. Oh my god. So you could just like short hop football? Ah! We got all the Piglets in the world here, man. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, so big swing for your heavy attack. Yo. Oh, that's cool. I think if you charge it up fully... Oh, it becomes a brick? You can also swing a brick. Oh, do they act differently? Brick. Broom. Broom. Brick. Every third one's a brick. Oh, is it broom 2x4 brick? I wonder how they act differently. Oh, man. Okay, so yeah, and we have a wall running, which is like a mini projectile, basically. Oh, that's super cool. Oh. Oh, the honey. Okay, it's the off-screen mark. It's the honey pot. Oh, okay. And then, yeah, your spring hits, and then you can go into any of your... Ooh! We got the helicopter? Oh my god, this is the football guy from KOF, right? What's his name? Billy? Bobby? Burnham? Is it Bo Burnham? Oh! You can get the string, the light string. Oh, and you crush them for the follow-up. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Because then you can do that. Yeah, you can do light, smash them into the ground, and then, like, short hop football. Brian, Team USA mentioned. Yeah, you can do, okay, so yeah, AA while running. Let me try to get that into the hop. Oh, that's good. Beach golf club. In the club. I love it. That's so cool. Okay, Piglet is dope. Oh my lord. Yo, what's up, Tommy Attacks? Straw is the combo tool. Stick has the best range. Brick is the strongest. So good. Different knockback strength and angle. So yeah, pretty similar to Peach in that way. Oh sweet, you're a Peach DK player, Mohas? That's awesome. Yeah, Peach had random items, random smashes. I like how it's like consistent, right? Like, you don't need to do the complete random, but that's super cool. All right, Sweeney Todd looked awesome. Okay, Sweeney Todd or Nessie, folks. Who are we taking a look at? And then we're gonna hop online and try some other characters too. Hey, Warcup of Karen, yes, you played her. Of course you did. Oh, behavior. Okay, normal, advanced, smart. Let's try a normal, an advanced, and a smart opponent. Sweeney Todd. No, I didn't know that. I didn't know that, Mohas. Okay, you play Chrom in Ultimate, but otherwise, yeah. And the Wrestler Cat Pokemon. That's who I played in Ultimate. Okay, London Bridge, falling down. Scott Joplin for the music. Alright, shaving cream, razor, big knife. Alright. And then light is also a knife. See, immediately I'm just like, okay, what is the... Oh, shoot. I got got by Scar. Alright, so no tilts on the light. Jump. Oh, jump heavy? Is that? Oh, God. I got... Oh, that's good. Smash right into the Nessie bubble. Okay. Guys, let me test out my ground special, please. Please, sir. Okay. Spinning blade, same in the air. And then multi-hit. All right. Ooh, and that kind of vacuums you in too, eh? Same thing. Okay, his like razor on his light series also kind of vacuums them in. Get out of here, guys. Oh, so good. Oh, okay. So your grounded special will knock them up into the air, basically at short hop, heavy height. Right? Like, he just did it to me there. All right, all right. Ouch, I'm done. Oh, no air special into normal, though. Yeah, Incineroar. That's super. That's who I played in Ultimate, yeah. We need pretty similar to Jenny Fox, played Slap City. Okay, no, that's new to me. Played Ganondorf, Little Mac, and Duck Hunt. Oh, dear Lord, super. Terrifying. Little Mac, a good Little Mac is actually terrifying. Yeah, Sweeney seems pretty good. Like, some pretty big buttons. I'm interested in Nessie now, though. That bubble looked cool. Wave dashing is easy. Oh, pufferfish! You can hold it? Oh, that makes me happy. Okay, and then aerial is a tail whip. Oh, I assume that's a grab, yeah. Jeez. Ah! Okay, and a controllable air special. I like it. Okay, and then grounded special is the bubble capture. All right. Whoa! Okay, we got the camera splat finally. Oh, yeah, indestructible platforms. Oh, man. Okay, if you can, like, cancel out of Nessie's air special, like, into a button, you might just have to, or, wait, okay, is it multi-hitting? Oh, and shit, okay, that's totally a long-range grab, okay. And that's just their heavy attack. That's not even a special. Air Strong is your main combo tool. Yeah, tail whip, right? Yeah, it's gotta be, so. Whoops. I meant to short hop heavy. Okay, yeah, and I see it. So yeah, you can kind of that into pufferfish. Tail slap, I think at a high enough percent will knock them into the ground. Oh, there I go. You know, I still... Oh my god, it's a platform too? Oh. Ow. I know you're not telling me he has an helmet. Yep. Maybe does. Ooh, can you hit the bubble around? That's a good question. Okay. Let's do one more as Nessie here, and then let's hop online. See if anybody is playing this thing. Give infinite monkeys infinite typewriters. You like to proofread? Ah, okay. So you can't knock it around, but it... Oh my god, I got at such a low percent. So, okay, so aerial special seems to only hit somebody once. But it can hit multiple people. Oh my god, that air special. Alright. Damn, slow startup on that. Yeah, I'm not sure where I'm supposed to be using that tool. Okay, I mean, using it as a save my life thing works. Oh, damn. Ow. Come on, Oliver Twist. Get out of here. Okay, yeah, ground bounce into grab seems to kind of work at least. Oh, wrong side. Nope. Let me try that instead. All right, Nessie's kind of cool. I love the concept. I don't think necessarily for me. Man, like how do you figure these? Okay, how do you figure the jump special should be used? Is this more utility than anything else? Perhaps some of my platform fighter friends can elucidate. Yeah, generally, okay, you've used for recovery first and foremost, with damage being a thing that just happens to be for self-defense. All right. So yeah, no, okay, that's fair, that's fair. I'm like, should I just not be using that as my expectation, right? Because, I don't know, I played like, Samus in Smash previously, and I feel like up special as an ender is something that's not uncommon. But yeah, fair. Finding a pen pal by carrier pigeon? This is delightful, man. Yeah, recovery moves have been useful in the past. It all depends on the move. Okay. Oh, okay, so you need to hit the initial hit for the highest knockback on that. Yeah, so much hate, not enough bubble setups. No, it was as soon as I was getting to the end, I was like, oh, right, no, I need to be bubbling more, right? Not optimal at all. Okay, like Luigi up B. Okay, that makes more sense to me now. Hey, let's go. No! Yeah. If it has high knockback or has really low hit angle, it's usually useful to end with. Okay. Seems like these properties... I'm gonna go with Sakura. Have become less common over time. Connection silence from player 1. Is it just on a really fucking quick timeout? Because that was player 0 that timed out first, and now it was player 1 after I selected it. Trigger connection silence for player 0. I'm a screen cap this one for future reference. Yeah, let's try lobby. Join with code. This room code is JCP. If anybody wants to join, JCP. Oh, no, yeah, no worries, Hayama. I would recommend, though, if anybody has some time, that you check this game out. It's super cool. If you can get a couple people together for a lobby, I think that would be super dope. Yeah, no, play the game, test it out, let the devs know what y'all think, what kind of characters you want to see. Like, man, we were talking, there's so much potential for really interesting stages, really interesting characters, really interesting items, right? But yeah, no, we'll try to set this up and play a few games, and then if not, we can hop on over. I'll take a little bit of a break after this, and we can hop on over to Garrison, Archangel, the customizable mecha arena fighter that is apparently been out for like 5 years on Steam, and it took this long for Super to be like, hey guys, did you know? Yo, that's funny, Grav, that you say Marth, because Marth is who I played in Melee. So the fact that would be the case it might go a ways to explaining why my brain works the way it does. Oh yeah, the game's been on the wish list for a long time. That's funny. Like I said, it's just... It's so hard to find these like fighting games on Steam even when you're explicitly looking for them. Especially the more off like brand of fighting game you get, the more off the norm, the worse it is, the harder it is to find. I'd like to see join requests. It says 0 players waiting, yeah. Alternatively, you can set up a lobby and I can try to join it. I will join my own in the meantime. Can't join your own lobby? Oh no. Yeah, no, searching fighting games on Steam is garbo, man. It sucks so much. It's like... There is no genre and tag curation being done to prevent people from just doing things like, you fight with someone, therefore it's a fighting game. And it's like, that is not what fighting game means. Words have meaning. It's true that you do. You run into random H games way faster than you run into fighting games. It's so wild. Hey, join requests. Hey, let's do it. And yes, it did. This game did get funded. It is official, friends. It did get funded yesterday, I believe. It's met its first stretch goal, so everyone gets little like dance taunts, which is super cool. And yeah, and if we can hit if they hit some of the other stretch goals, you get some other really cool stuff to go along with it. Like I said, man, like fucking Grant Kirkhope and David Wise working on music is super dope. Excellent, Kira. Welcome. Let us play. Let's go to El Dorado. Safety man, how you doing, my friend? All right. Oh, is there no? That is a wall. Oh, that's a cool stage. Nice. Oh, that's cool. Oh, okay, and you can break them. I wasn't seeing any of the, like, destructible environment stuff appearing. Splat! Yes, yo, David Wise and Grant Kirkhope doing music. It's being made by some really technically skilled like designers and coders and programmers. It's the art. I love the art. Man, yeah, this game has got a lot going for it. Oh, missed the follow-up, but hey, I got my charge heavy. Nice. Yeah, it was Gimmick 2 quite recently. Run some Piglet. Oh, I gotta try Lancelot too, don't I? Yeah, I think they have been kind of slowly working behind the scenes, just like doing music stuff, doing little projects, but doing projects here and there. But yeah, love seeing them work on a fighting game like this. And like, I feel like both Wise and Kirkhope have an amazing style for this, like this kind of game in particular. Oh, playing on keyboard feels weird. It feels like it's designed for pad, yeah. Ooh, we got some range. Ooh, nice. I don't know if you caught that, but I dumped... Oh, shoot! Ping spike error. Oh, here, you know what? This is probably actually a good place to take a little bit of a break and switch on over to another game as well. Yo, I appreciate you coming through for a couple matches, though. Sorry you couldn't get in, J. Cole. That's, like, that sucks, but... The marvels of the internet and programming, it's all black magic to me, my friends. Yeah, still in pre-alpha, right? These are the reasons we do playtests, my friends, is to find these things out. So friends, check it out. It is royalty free for all. 4-8. Oh, yo, we know Signal. This is perfect timing then. The folks at 4A Games are super cool. They're working their butts off to make a really fun public domain based fighting game. And I don't know, I think it's worth your time. I would highly recommend checking it out. There is the demo available on Steam. The Kickstarter's going. It's got 2 days left on the Kickstarter. It closes on Wednesday. If you have yourselves, $5 or $10 in some digital couch cushion somewhere, consider tossing it their way. And yeah, support your indies where you can, friends. All right, guys, I'm going to take a quick little break. I'm going to grab myself another coffee, and we're going to settle back in, and we're going to check out a robot arena fighter. So, sorry, Warthog. We should make some time in the some off-stream time in the basement to play some matches and put this game through its paces. Because I'd love to hear your take on it. But like I said, we're going to come back and we're going to play Garrison, Archangel, and check out what folks are doing in the arena fighting game genre as far back as 2020, because this game's been out for a while. So this should be, I'll see what it's like. Like the idea of, I'm always curious about how do you do customizable fighting games, right? Like Fight of Steel tried to do a little bit of that, and it was pretty like streamlined in how you could do it. We were talking a little bit about the loadouts in Smash Brothers and Smash 4. Right, there are some games that have tried to do this kind of stuff to varying degrees of success, but you can get into some crunchy nuance when it comes to mechas and robot, giant robot genre. So we'll have to see how much this game throws at us and how much it like impacts the fighting gameness of it all. But we're gonna take a look at that in just a couple minutes, friends. I'll be right back. my friends. Welcome on back to Niche Fighter Monday. It is indeed the intermission. Thank you for joining me here in the digital basement. As always, my friends. Yo, guys, I gotta do the little shill. You know, we are, what are we? We are like an hour and 30 minutes. It has been an hour and a half. We have been talking and enjoying each other's company and, you know, and spending our day hanging out here for an hour and a half. And honestly, I can't thank you guys enough. It is wild to me sometimes to think that we are building this amazing little community, right? So thank you for that. If you would like to support me in more ways than just being here, which, let's be honest, being here and being part of this place and making it what it is the best support. But the way we can continue doing this in perpetuity is through, you know, hanging out, building the Digital Basement Discord, and also, if you happen to have a couple bucks, spending those, maybe consider spending those couple bucks here. Maybe consider spending your Bezos bucks. Oh, friends, where is it? Where is it? I've got to show you. I have a new ad campaign that I have been working on. I'm hard at work trying to teach the youths about how to be responsible with their money. You know, support your indies, friends, not dick rockets. Spend your Bezos bucks every month. If you happen to have one of those Twitch Prime subs, if you have Prime Gaming, as you know, I think as many of us do, remember that it gives you the ability to subscribe to somebody for free every month. And if you don't do that, Jeff Bezos builds another fucking rocket. And I'm sorry, Jeff, we don't need that. So support your indies, not dick rockets. Spend your Bezos bucks. And that's my show. Thank you, friends. Yo, Jopi, thank you so much, Jopi Real. I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much. Like, for real, I sometimes forget that I have this thing sitting there, and then I'm like, damn, I could have given somebody $2.50. I could have taken money out of Jeff's pocket this month, and I didn't do it. So, thank you for picking Jeff's pocket and dropping it in mine. I appreciate you. But no, like I always say, just make sure you're spending it on somebody. Like, it doesn't make sense to have that stuff go to waste. It's one of the, if you have it, it's one of the easiest ways to like actually make a difference for some of the amazing streamers out there. So it's just worth remembering. So I'm doing my my public service, let's call it. All right. Garrison, let us see. I gotta change. Garrison, Archangel. There we go. Pop quiz, October 4th. I think my October 4th is free. Yeah, I'm out of town the week after, so yeah. I would bring Frostfire, the new Frostfire demo, but I'm technically not allowed. I would love to run that on stream. I should reach out to the Sumachu Games people. I wonder if they would do a Toronto Top Tiers Sumachu Games collab. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I did not time my break well. Ooh, we got some lovely tunes in the back here, though, from Garrison Archangel. Here we go. All right. Let us check out the basics, my friends. What is going on in this game?
Ready, go!
Okay, welcome, pilot. Today you will learn the basics of Archangel maneuvers. Accomplish these actions indicated in the upper right corner of your display in order to progress. So we got moving. All right. Hey. Thank you so much, Safety, for the sub. Much appreciate, my friend. Yo, always appreciate the support from the homies. Oh, okay. So direction and A to boost. All right. So this is a little armored core E. All right, I see it. And then dodge. And then dodge up. All right. Okay, we got lock and unlock. Yeah, we're earning our pilot's license. That's exactly it. That is exactly what we're doing right now. Oh, yo, no sweat, Joe. Take it easy. I know, yo, legitimately, the vaccination fallout can sometimes be pretty shitty, so. Activate cruise flight. Oh, okay. So big Russian. Okay. So we have our mobility. And then soft lock and switch targets with the right stick. Okay. All right, so we have our neutral strike. Oh, all right. So yeah, we have our regular melee attack, which we can do auto combo with, and then you can go into your side, right, left, or back step, and then right bumper is special. Oh, I guess that's a parry of sorts, yeah. Okay, we have traditionally eschewed range combat, and such weapons are generally quite effective when used during an intense melee. Hand weapons can be actively reloaded whenever they are at less than full capacity. Left bumper to shoot, left trigger to reload. All right. And then shoulder weapon. And back weapon. So we have like lobbing rockets and straight rockets. And yeah, and your melee does have a bit of a rush attached to it already. Okay. All right. That's a lot. Boost stability, cooldown on the 4 different attack types. Ooh, arcade and horde mode. So it does have multiplayer online or locally with friends. So we're gonna test that out. This is just the demo though, so I'm not sure how much is available. All right, and then I guess, yeah, we have pre-built mech types and then customization. Oh my, here we go. Yo, we got the big boy. Okay, I mean, first of all, ooh, blood red, city blue. Oh, I have to have the most gaudy color ever. Dude, this is, okay, yeah, this is full on, just like armored core mecha customization, and then arena fighter as well. All right, let's go. Drop hull points and stability. For mobility, boost capacity. Oh, jeez. Oh, that's okay. Okay. Let's go, big boy. The Mammoth Titan. That is a lot. See, okay, and see, this is it, where I'm like, that is a lot. I don't even know how to play the game yet. Let's pick the defaults, and let's go in.
Ready, go!
Oh, he is slow, big boy. I get stunned. Oh, I'm at the edge. All right, that's what's going on. Oh, dude. Okay. We do have air combos. This is what 2x KO should have been instead of killing Rising Thunder. I swear, I have just, like, armor. Yeah, and then big stun. Stun. Destabilized him. Oh, I got parried. Okay. This is okay. This is super cool. It's like super fast paced. Oh, what is the name of? There's another mecha fighter. Where is it? Oh, I can't find it in my, I can't find it right now in my library. Oh, that's super dope. All right, there are definitely some attacks that, yeah, will, like, cause a launch. Yes, there's another mecha... Battlecore robots. Yes, yes. That is the one that I'm thinking of, Hayama. It, like, this feels very much like Battlecore robots in a very, very similar way, yeah. Oh. Because you were grounded. I need something to OTG you with. Damn. Wrecked. Wrecked.
Ready, go!
Oh, okay. So there's definitely, I have, like, you can see the item that I have on the right-hand side keeps switching from a drill to something else, and I don't know if that's changing my melee weapon, because I don't have, like, the other character that I did the tutorial with had, like, a gun on that button, right? But this seems to do something else. And it's true, you're right, Hammer. This is kind of like the king of genres in Japan, right? And like the arcades.
Ready, go.
Yeah, so that gives me drill. And then I can switch using... Why is it changing? Yeah, right. There's always a Gundam game on top in the arcades there.
Ready, go.
Okay, so I am clashing on some of these. Stun, there's a dash cancel mechanic. I'm just trying to like wrap my head around all of the different things that are going on, right? But like you can like boost cancel a clash. Man. Even tells you when your attacks miss on the right side. Yeah. Missed. Can't ODG him. Okay, and I do, and so my yeah. So right, because he's big boy, that makes sense. So I have a shield, and then yeah, the changing melee type, as well as the overhead, which I can use. I can probably use like that to OTG. Intriguing. All right. Man, like, it really does, like, the nature of, right, it's, the way the nature of games and how they're designed changes, like, the core of combo ability of, right, the combat flow. It's like, it's so interesting how there's this core combat flow to fighting games that we know and understand, and it's like, if you're in an arena, if you're in 3D space, if you're in 2D space, if you can hyper jump, those things all, I don't know, reveal interesting facets of that core combat that we love, right? Though I can see why people might be turned off. Like, this is very loose, the things that you have to do, right? The way the systems work. I think that's why some people like platform fighters more, much more loosey-goosey, analog in its nature, and so are arena fighters in that way. So. It's just, I did not do this intentionally, picking a platform fighter and an arena fighter that kind of like, yeah. But it is interesting when you put these things side by side, how it might elucidate some of these, the nature of our games, right?
Ready, go.
Oh. Oh, no. 1, 2. Nope. Not getting actual combos off that. There we go. Can I switch? No, I killed him. All right, I was going to say, can I get the 3 hit and then switch to the drill and go for the drill? Yeah, it seems like it was developed by one guy or a very small team. Yeah, they're based in the Philippines, which is, yeah, amazing. Shoutouts to more fighting game developers of the world. Oh, see, I did get a launcher there. Oh, is it dash into strike to give you a launch? That's cool if it is. Oh, that's hella cool. Yeah, no, the Philippines is a really interesting fighting game. I mean, they also have some really great fighting game developers, like the developers of Sanag and Bayani. They've worked on, with Angry Devs, on Vita Fighters, right? Interesting. Blaze Blue is super huge there? That's interesting.
Ready, go.
Yeah, East Asian scene is very interesting overall, right? Yo, shoutouts, Mohas.
Ready, go.
Man, I have not been able to get in at all. There we go. Back sway. There we go. And yeah, and Bloody Roar is huge in Vietnam. That's like, it's so interesting how these games kind of, you know, become popular and thrive in regions that you, right? It's just like, you're like, okay, but why this game in this place, right? It's always so fascinating. I mean, there's always a little bit about a little bit of that with whatchamacallit, the Latin American scene, the LatAm scene, and KOF has always been that way, right? It's like, why these games in this place? And I think there's a bit of a like mechanical, an economic reason for that, right? And the way these games were distributed, the platforms they were available on. right? But like, yeah, it's like, why here? It's the same thing. Latin America, Hong Kong has a very, very strong KOF scene, right? So there are probably reasons for that.
Ready, go.
Damn. Oh, I'm getting clashed. There we go. Oh, I do not have enough boost. All right, that's why. Ah, curses.
Ready, go.
Yeah, J. Cool, it does. It actually says wrecked. It just get fucking wrecked, man. I love it. Like, for real. Just like, don't mess around. What happened? You got wrecked. Be honest with me. This game is like, really, right off the bat, it's really cool. Especially, I mean, I feel like this game is going to have a lot of opportunity for just single player content, right? The customization, playing unlockables, playing different, like, building your own archetypes. Super cool. Cannot get away. Oh, shoot. Overloaded, so I've gotta... I basically can't do anything once you're overloaded. And then you can bring it back and get your boost back. Okay. Okay. But continuing to attack will also prevent you from recovering your boost. Drill, come on, drill. There we go. Oh, I tried to get another one. Is this demo just the full game? I'm not entirely sure. All right, I want to try Link's Strike. Maybe it's a very, very generous demo. Oh. Can you... Oh, okay. So I don't think they let you play... Yeah, they don't let you play the Horde mode. All right. That's fair. Custom game remote play. The Murphy demo is very generous. And then you can import mech codes. So that is really cool, right? So I mean, we were talking about in Smash Brothers, the alternate movesets and the different loadouts that you can build out in Smash 4, it's a real pain to get unlocking them. It's a real pain for tournament organizers. Having mech codes, which is like diegetically genius. I love that, right? Like you would have a mech code, like an ID code on all your mechs with like a serial number that gives you all the details of everything that's in it, right? So like, yeah, that's really cool. You can just have that code, pop it in. These are all the items, right? That's a really great way to allow people to bring their own stuff to a place without allowing, first of all, without forcing someone to unlock everything, and then without giving that to them without them having unlocked it, right? And because it's not like one code that just unlocks everything, and it's one code that gives you one specific loadout for a mech, it's like you're not really at risk of people like cheating a system in the same way. I don't know. I think that's super cool. I wish there was a training mode though, right? So if I set up a custom game, advanced control types. Ah. Here we go. We got our own training mode. It's true. It's generous. Murphite is definitely generous with it. Like you said, not only his demo, but its pricing.
Ready, go.
All right. Here's a much quicker... Okay, so destabilize is like hard knockdown, right? It's like a wipeout, basically. Is this what we're looking at? So I was trying to like parse some of the... Yeah, right? Hits to stun. You get stagger, and then you get destabilized. Wrecked. Yeah, Mohast, I think we can all agree that Atlas's Jump Heavy K is a button.
Ready, go.
All right, we got gun 1, gun 2. Oh, that's funny. You can just like slide around when you taunt. I think you go faster actually. Okay, so Do you see that though? Do you see? So if you get a stun or a stagger, 1, right? 3, 4, 5. Destabilized. How do we subvert that? Is the question, right?
Ready, go.
So 1, 2, 3, bullet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You still get the stun on the 5th hit. So, okay, what is the system here? Is it just the 5th initiated move in a sequence is always gonna do that? Because, yeah, that didn't combo and it still caused the destabilize, right? Yeah. Hmm. That's curious. Right, and it might just be that it doesn't matter, right? Because you can, like, boost, cancel out, in and out of stuff. It's very, like, Naruto, Clash of Ninjas, whatever, right? The, like, where you can just teleport out of shit if you have some resources. So, if that's the case, then it's a little bit less important exactly how those string together, and it's more important which moves are you using to, like, maintain position, right? All right, Hayama, yo, thanks for joining for a little bit, my friend. Appreciate you. You take it easy, enjoy have a good rest of the day at work. Ooh, we got hazards. Kodiak Assault. Here, let's try the Kodiak Assault. Auto team. Oh, okay. And computer normal. Oh my god, we're doing this. We're doing this. We're fighting bots. We're fighting bots of bots. Yo, this might get a little hectic, eh? Oh my. Hey, how did he come back to life? Why couldn't I come back to life?
Ready, go.
Okay, so that's a nice charge. Okay, so I have like an immediate dash in as like my utility item, which I think it does a shoulder check. And then I have like a melee button as well as my 2-hit strike, right? Oh, that's... Okay, so I'm like a boxer brawler kind of guy here. And also very fucking like low HP. Yo, 100% Mohas, thank you for watching. You know, I sometimes wonder why. I mean, I know why I ended up doing a 2 p.m. stream. 2 p.m. is just one of the few times on Monday. It's one of the few times that it makes sense and works for me. So, but I appreciate everyone coming through and like actually making time. I know it's not ideal, so, but like, hey, if I can provide some, you know, some whatever, some enjoyment for while people are on their lunch break or while they're on the computer in the middle of their work, I am more than happy to be doing that. So, that being said, I definitely need to do more like just stream at other times. It is ideal for you. Well, good. I'm glad. Oh my god, we got all the lore. Yeah, when your girlfriend's around, usually not watching streams when you're working most of the time. No, it's totally fair, right? It's the same thing. Like, I spend a lot of time with the wife, and we're doing other things. We're watching other things and enjoying each other's company. Not always great to have a stream on in the background, right? So... But I do the same. Like, a lot of my work gets done. I'm doing inventory stuff. I'm doing ordering at my day job. Sometimes I'm just sitting there on a computer doing math. So being able to hop onto like that punk stream or one of your streams, Mohast, and just like, you know, chill and ignore the all of the rest of the world while I focus on my job is actually kind of nice. No, like I said, I appreciate everyone coming through and making this place worth being at. I love our little community. It really is. It makes me happy. Like, I think back to like when I opened the Digital Basement Discord, and it was not even called the Digital Basement at that point. It was like Mr. MKL's hangout spot or something silly like that, right? But I just opened it up so I could have a place to gather people for a tournament that I was hosting. I did a Mystery Mugen tournament. And I met some fantastic people there who are still long time like community members today. They're still hanging around from that very first one. I mean, I did commentary with that punk on that one. They were helping me hold it down. I was like, I gotta run like the stream. I gotta run the games. I'm playing in it. And they were like, I got you on the mic. So yeah, no, kind of one of the things that I think helps solidify our friendship there, right? I just met so many cool people. We made some amazing things. It's, I don't know. Take a moment, friends. Think back on what you've accomplished in the last year. You've probably done more than you realize and given yourself credit for. So, I think that's important. Man, and you know what? On that note, I think I'm going to call it for the day. It is a gloomy day outside. I want to go hug my doggo and eat some chili. It's going to be delicious. Oh, man. Yep. Another couple $100 an hour to tell your shrink about it. I will say, everybody needs a little bit of therapy. Everyone could benefit from a little bit of therapy, I would say. And hey, none of this is a replacement for that, but it is a place where hopefully you can just feel comfortable and chill and decompress. So, yo, friends, make sure you come hit us up in the Discord. We're chilling there all the time. We have amazing people. We have amazing artists. We have amazing game developers in there. We talk about games. We play games, and we got each other's backs. So come hit us up in there. And then, of course, we've got the Patreon, which you're absolutely encouraged to, if you have it within you, to be able to, you know, spend a couple bucks. It's the cheapest way for you to support. I provide ad block absolution. If at any point in time you're like, hey, I gotta use ad block because the ad space is horrific, I understand. I don't blame you. But if you are like, damn, it does suck that some of my favorite artists aren't getting that support, yo, for like a couple bucks a month, I provide full ad block absolution. Just there's no questions asked. If you feel any sin, then it will be washed away. And don't forget, friends, support your indies, not dick rockets. Spend those Bezos bucks. If you got a Prime gaming subscription, then make sure to use it. Drop it on some fantastic streamer out there, and make sure to get your free games from the Prime Gaming nonsense, because I think if we use all the value adds, you might actually be able to cost Jeff Bezos some money and prevent another one of these rockets from ever being built. So that would be a win for the world, my friends. But there you have it. Thank you for joining me for Niche Fighter Monday. We are going to call it for the day, my friends. I appreciate y'all being here. Stay safe out there. Be kind to yourselves. Be kind to each other. And think about how you can make the place around you a little bit better than it was last year. And I think we're all gonna... we can all make do. We can make it through. Until next time, my friends. Take care of yourselves. I'll catch you later.